Graham. I'm 17 years old. I'll be spending 5.5 years in the youthful offender system for first-degree burglary.
My name is Leon Montoya. I sent to the youthful offender system for 6 years for attempted murder.
Lil Phillips. I'm 19 years old. I got sentenced to 7 years at the youth offender system. I'm in here for grand theft auto, third-degree assault, and kidnapping.
Almost 70% now of kids who drop out of school end up in the system some kind of way.
We came to the door. I pointed the gun in his face and he said, "Don't shoot, don't shoot."
I just put my hand around her mouth and I told her, I need you to give me your ATM card and your keys.
I just rushed him basically and beat this guy until he wasn't moving.
And I just stopped and pulled out my gun.
And he grabbed my gun and he knocked it out.
I'll start shooting at him and I don't care if I die or not.
And all of a sudden, there was like 6 or 7 police cars around us.
I see the same guy walking across the street and I run him over, you know. That's what I'm here for.
These kids grow up, they don't have adults in their life.
It was about 10:30. My grandma came home. She told everybody my mom ain't got shot.
They're survivors.
All I heard was screams. But the screams that I heard was me screaming.
They don't know if they'll live tomorrow. And so what the streets offer them is a means to some sort of life that's not real life.
I sat there and I prayed to God. And I asked him, why do you do so much cruel things to me?
They grow up not thinking their life can be anything. And I think education is really the only vehicle out of that.
If we don't do something right now about the quality of our education that our children are receiving, someday we will pay the price. Our vision at ACE is that every child in Colorado is provided with a quality education.
The philosophy of ACE is based on giving kids and parents choices.
ACE contributes by offering youngsters the opportunity to find the school that might best fit their needs.
We say to families, with a little bit of money that we give you, you choose a school that's right for your kids.
They never had the ability to make a choice before. ACE gives them that opportunity.
Choice is what makes America so great. When you look at education, there's no choice.
Except for people that are wealthy enough to be able to either purchase a private education or move to a neighborhood where they are in effect choosing a school system.
We have a monopoly in public education that says you inner city parents have no choice whatsoever, and they're desperate.
Competition works in every industry, but we don't see it currently in the public school system nearly enough.
ACE is about not only providing educational options, but also to be part of a broader improvement of the public schools.
What it creates is an environment that forces educators to look at it as a healthy competition to improve education.
And so what ACE is doing is making a real difference immediately by providing opportunity and choice for these students to go to a school that meets their needs.
Those choices must be made available, or we're in effect condemning a lot of kids to not realizing their full potential.
Having a choice, it will jumpstart the hope that has been lost in so many of these kids.
We want our families to have the same opportunities and choices that middle-class and wealthy families have. And by doing that, we're equaling the playing field. And we're saying that it doesn't matter what your socioeconomic situations are. You can succeed.
When I introduce myself to a lot of people, I usually tell them that I'm a mother of 3. Because I pretty much raised my younger siblings.
Selling drugs was just, I guess, a way of life for my family.
My parents were always fighting.
When I was 5, my dad died of a heroin overdose.
My dad, he wasn't really around, in and out of prison.
There were times where we'd wake up at 3 in the morning, hearing them fight. There was times where I didn't want to come to school, ever.
When I did go to school, I tried to sell drugs in school.
I used to steal, lie, beat up kids on a daily basis.
And there was a time where I didn't come to school for my whole 7th grade year. I don't even remember it.
We get into the psychiatrist's office and my mom goes, Alicia, I'm sorry, we're gonna put you in a treatment facility.
My family pretty much thought that I was just gonna have kids and drop out.
And I was so angry at the world that I didn't care what happened to me.
I have scars from me trying to commit suicide. There's times where I just wanted to feel pain. This school kept me from the streets.
Coming here was probably the best thing that ever could have happened to me.
It didn't matter where you came from. It didn't matter who you were before. They welcomed me with open arms.
This is, you know, the stable home that we need that's not moving anywhere.
Here, when I missed school, my principal was looking for me around my neighborhood. To me, that shows that someone cares.
The school gave me the second chance. And if I didn't have a scholarship to go to the school, I'd either be dead or in jail.
If there wasn't funding from programs like ACE, a kid like Eric wouldn't have a chance.
These schools deliver inspiration in a way that's even a whole lot more important than they might deliver CSAP scores or math facts. ACE serves those schools because nobody else is.
Being here, it's not tough for me to have hope anymore.
I don't think that there's a better place for anybody to put $2,000 or $10,000 or $1 million. Because it not only helps these kids, it has a big impact on how the entire educational fabric of Colorado is constructed.
What they pay to keep a kid incarcerated, a kid could go to Stanford, they could go to Yale, and it'd still be cheaper than keeping them locked up.
It's pay me now or pay me later. If we don't invest in our children right now, we're going to pay later with our system.
If we invested in kids who are younger, our society could be completely different.
What breaks my heart is when I can't take the children on the waiting list.
The problem I see is that, our school, because of money, can only have 60 kids. And yet I know there's thousands that sit every day with the same stuff our kids sit with.
Give a kid an opportunity to break out of his or her inner prison. Give them the opportunity for not only themselves and their family.
We're going to need ACE to ensure that kids that should graduate will graduate. And the only way that happens is if people give.
When I see 80% of our kids going on to college, I get excited because I know our program is making a difference.
The point is not necessarily just to produce high school graduates. The point is to produce educated people.
Education is more than just A's and B's and C's. It's that your worldview has changed.
I never thought you needed to go to college to be something. But now today, I think I can be something.
Before coming here, it was always a hope to go to college, but here it's reality.
ACE can make the difference between a child graduating or a child being incarcerated.
I think I didn't go to jail because education saved me.
Is it worth it? Absolutely, because I see the change in the youngsters.
Once a child sets his sights high, there's no telling how far he'll go.
This is my purpose in life, to bring forth the change in the kids or the people that I'm going to come in contact with.
What we're doing is we're changing the cycle of poverty because we believe that a quality education is the key to a good future.
I believe that education's the way out, and it helped me get my way out. ACE gave me the opportunity to be here. They gave me an opportunity to see my future.
The economic impact for our communities will be extraordinary.
I want a better life. I want to prove everybody wrong who's ever doubted me.
I think that's what the school has done for me the most. It's made me realize what I have and where I can go with my life.
Our program really works, and there's nothing that's more gratifying to me and to our staff than knowing that we're saving our kids from incarceration and saving our children from living a life of despair without a quality education.
As a society, we can make a difference, but it's not a program, it's one life at a time. That's why I think ACE has the right objective in finding kids and investing money into them, because nobody else will.
A person who gets behind our program can say, that child will graduate, and that child will go on to college, and that child will be the next great leader of our country. That's what this is all about.